Hi, I'm Rudy. I'm an average gamer with a knack for video game journalism. In the years I've been on the web, I've seen many cute cat photos, read terrible rants, and even fell victim to the occasional shock site. Although the internet is an ever-changing medium, its ideals remain the same: complete and total freedom. Everyone is accepted. The internet sees people merely as individual minds, not age, sex, or gender. This facade usually lasts until somebody mentions anything that could describe their physical attributes. One by one, the old ideas of racism and misogyny come into play. This is especially true for the female gender. It has become so popular to hate girls on the internet that the idea of online girls has become a meme. A meme is an idea that everyone shares. It is sometimes displayed in an image, or a video, or just a basic response. When you look at it that way, it's much easier to find where this terrible idea came from. Predating the time of the current mainstream internet, around 2004, the internet was made up of basic text forums, the most prominent Usenet. At this time, very few women entered the online realm. Those brave souls who did were met with many hardships. Being that most posters were sexually deprived animals who needed to feel masculine, they harassed any user who claimed to be female. Groups of men band together in order to gain the upper hand over the females, as they felt the women had done to them in the real world. One group in particular was a hacker organization known as Anonymous. Under their power, the infamous rules of the internet were forged. Several rules in particular attacked the female gender, claiming that there was no such thing as women on the internet, and anyone who claimed to be a woman was actually a man. But what really pushed these rules over the edge was rule number 31. It simply stated, tits or GTFO. This referred to the original forums that claimed that you must post pictures to prove your point. A long time has passed since the internet's dark period, with more women learning in the online field, and some even entering the ranks of Anonymous. The once powerful men are scattered to the nether reaches of the internet. Well, all but a few. The Reddit subgroup known as Men's Rights preaches the evils of women and believes that society is giving them too much favor. While I find that statement radical, I do believe the feminists have gained much support due to the internet in these past few years. You can't deny that with sites like Pinterest claiming that their users are 80% female. I couldn't comprehend the issue on my own, so I decided to ask some of my friends on their thoughts. Each of them had different opinions. First, meet Tina Thatch. She knows all the big name websites and has even experienced some of these issues firsthand. Who are you?
I'm Tina Thatch.
Yep. And how much do you use the internet?
I could spend at least, for a week, at least 28 or 48 hours for a week on the same website, but I mean, does that count?
Well, what's the website?
Pinterest?
Have you ever gotten harassed as a girl?
Yes.
Like,
because if you have body features as boobs or butt or whatever, and they see it, they're gonna like harass you. Once they figure out, like usually on the internet, like chat roulette and stuff like that, when they figure out that you're a female, that's when they start harassing you.
So I already showed you the rules of the internet, you know about that. And it seems you already know about tits or GTFO.
Yeah.
So where'd you learn about that?
4chan.
And what were you doing on 4chan?
I don't know, my brother told me about 4chan, so I already knew about Reddit and stuff like that. So I was like, hey, what's 4chan? Because apparently it's the meme of all memes, is where everything originates, most likely, and So I clicked on it. It was really confusing at first, and then I was like, hey, we're chat.
Oh. Okay, so that's it.
I am so short now.
You have like anything else you want to say before?
No.
Next is Brian Vegan. He was born on 4chan and raised on Reddit, so he knows all the ins and outs.
So, you're one of the top experts on the internet at this school.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm somewhat like connoisseur.
So, how much do you know about the internet? Like do you know how it works?
I'm the master.
So, do you believe the internet is gender neutral from what you've seen?
Nope. There's only males on the internet. Women cannot exist on the internet.
Are you talking about the rules?
Yep.
Which rule?
It's a GTF rule.
There's no girls on the internet, right?
Never.
Why?
Because if a girl wanted to be treated equally, they would say, oh, they would just not announce their gender. If they announce their gender, that means they're wanting special attention, which would imply gender unneutrality.
So you're an advocate of men's rights?
I'm pretty sure I'm a feminist myself. So I believe that that women should not cry for equality, because that implies that they're not equal already, and so they're pretty much hurting themselves that way.
You think the internet is equal?
For the most part.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you see a girl in a chat room?
But there's a lot of girls who just want to have a good time and chat, say hello, hi. That's what they want to do.
Last is George Campos. He doesn't know much about the issue online, but he has seen it transition to another online medium.
When you're like on Xbox, you can tell who's a kid because they have that high voice. You're like, dude, go to puberty and then come back on.
So,
but like girls on Xbox, they're cool because they're cool. It's like
it's just about skills. They have to earn your respect.
They have to earn the respect. If they're not good enough, I'm okay. It's okay if they're online, but I will not play with them.
What about a guy who's not good at Xbox?
He's just a disgrace, man.
Well, he's just like a nice guy.
Oh, if he's a nice guy, it's okay. It's okay. If he doesn't start talking because he sucks, it's okay. And I know.
What if a girl does that and she's bad, but she starts talking smack?
Then you better be ready to show some big tits. No, but if they suck and they're talking, just mute them or just leave the game.
So you don't respect them anymore?
Yeah, they're gone. No.
So you said Xbox is a guy's game?
Xbox is not. You don't see that many girls on there.
After learning all this, I found a conclusion to this issue. As the internet has changed, so will society. The push for gender equality is near completion. It is only a matter of time before everyone gets the message.